really thrilled to be invited by Geek Girl Academy to be here. It's something that I feel very passionate about. We've been invited to share with you a project we started that was launched in February this year called Virtual Drag. And just to give you a little bit of background, Megan and I both PhD students at the Deacon Motion Lab, which is a really great facility, which is kind of like a collaboration between dance academics and IT academics, so exploring digital embodiment, I guess is one way to explain it. And I come from a photography background. Megan has both a digital animation and a dance choreography background as well, so a really unique set of skills. And I've been looking at this technique called photogrammetry, which is using photographs to generate 3D models. And it's kind of like a form of expanded photography. As photography moves into digital, what it can do is a lot more unlimited than what you can do with a film camera. And so I wanted to explore this particular technique, and we were having lunch one day and I said, let's do 3D scans of drag queens. And everyone went, that's a good idea, let's do that. So we wrote up a proposal and managed to get funding from the Australian Council for the Arts, which is amazing. It was the funding round just before the Australian Council had $10 million cut out of it. Part of what was interesting about this project is that the IT people in the room told us that it wouldn't be possible to do, that the techniques we were proposing to employ were not feasible. So we took that as a bit of a challenge and said, well, we think we'll work, and decided to pursue the project. It's been remarkably successful. It was launched at Midsummer Festival in February and has since been shown in Kingston, at Acme, and is currently touring with the Kaleidoscope World Tour. So it's in London a few days ago. It was going to be touring through Europe and the United States.
Berlin Festival.
Oh yes, we showed in Berlin when is that, May?
Yes.
Yes, okay, sometimes that works. What's also been very successful is that in Megan's background in choreography should end up being very valuable. And I might hand across to Megan for that.
Okay, so I trained as a dancer at the Victorian College of the Arts, and I also did a master's degree in choreography. And I've spent a lot of time thinking about time, space and motion and placing bodies within space and how the audience reads that. Within virtual reality, what happens is your audience becomes the centre of the space. So you're not just delivering out to a stage of people that has a proscenium arch, that they're all around you. And so I really kind of liked that. Really liked being able to play with size and timing and placement, which are all the things we do in choreography and dance, just in animation land. What else do I need to talk about?
Part of what our approach is what I call dialogic. Like we're not trying. I'm just using the word dialogic. So it's been a very collaborative approach. We haven't had fixed roles of who does what. We've all pitched in together as a small team. Myself, Megan, and Mark, and fabulous team at the back. And it's much more about an ongoing conversation rather than having a fixed idea of what we're going to get to. We approached the project with a more of an art aesthetic than a design aesthetic, which meant that we were prepared to do things that might fail. A lot of the time when people take on major sort of digital projects, the culture is about being quite safe and knowing that the outcome will work. Whereas what we found is that by jumping off a cliff and building a parachute on the way down, that we were able to come up with solutions that hadn't necessarily been tried before, and they worked, which we're really pleased with.
And the motion capture lab, when I was actually trying to work out the pipeline from the scanning of the person all the way through to outputting the bill, and that's what you'll see today, is that when I was asking the technicians there, I was going, I want to do this, and they're like, no, it won't work. And I said, what do you mean it won't work? Of course it will work, you just need to do it. And they went, no, it won't work. But what they were saying is they were saying it won't work in the way they want it to work. They were sort of placing their very boy, gamey aesthetics on my art. And so
Who won?
I think virtual drag won. But shh, don't say that. Too loud.
So glad you got that, so often.
Yeah, and that was a really cool moment when I finally got it working. When I got Filma, who's the big pink tattooed drag queen. It was the first one we did. When I got that into Unity, I just went, oh my god, it's going to work. And when I made it moved, it was that was cool. That was a cool moment.
And I think that's our time's one, I think.
Yay! Thank you. And I just want to thank the team for coming along today, because it takes a lot of effort to be able to, you know, engage with people all day and be on in your beautiful pink aprons. So yeah, a big thanks to the virtual drag team. Yay! Claps. And I hope you all get the chance to use it before the end of the day. That would be wonderful.
There's also
a website, which is virtualdrag.net, and you can always find where the latest exhibits of virtual drag are around the world, in case you want to pop overseas and, you know, visit them there.
New York, London, Paris, Berlin.
Yeah, New York, London, Paris, Berlin, you know, as you do. But anyway. Oh, in LA. Yeah, sure, why not? Thank you. Thank you very much.